We've come a long way. Denmark Tanny, the Royal Merchant, the Cross of Santo Domingo, and finally El Dorado.
This is the captain's log. This shows the exact position of the ship.
Are you ready for some thrilling adventure? Guess what's making a comeback? Yup, you guessed it right, Outer Banks. Your paradise on Earth is returning for another season, and we've got all the exciting details. Netflix's smash hit series Outer Banks is gearing up for season 4 and the buzz is building fast. If you're not already hooked, let me give you the lowdown. Picture a bunch of cool teens known as the Pogues. Their lives take a wild turn when they stumble upon clues that might lead them to a fortune in hidden treasure. All this excitement happens against the stunning backdrop of North Carolina's Outer Banks. Outer Banks Season 4 has everything you'd want from a teen drama. High stakes, a peek into wealthy inequality, heaps of adventure, and a bond between the main characters that warms your heart. Now let's talk about Season 4. From what has been gathered through interviews, announcements, and some hints dropped in the Season 3 finale, it's shaping up to be pretty epic. The new season kicks off 18 months after the craziness of Season 3. It's described as a fresh start, like the beginning of a whole new adventure by co-creator Josh Pate. He has likened the first 3 seasons to a trilogy, and now we're diving into another trilogy. There are still some mysteries left hanging from Season 3, and fans have been cooking up theories left and right. But fear not, the core cast and the irresistible vibe that made the show a hit are all coming back to serve up some answers. So what's the scope on Outer Banks Season 4? The Pogues are getting up for their most thrilling adventure yet, the hunt for Blackbeard's treasure. While there has been no official word on the plot, interviews and some good old-fashioned speculation based on Season 3 gives us a pretty solid idea of what's in store. Remember that tantalizing epilogue in Season 3 finale, set 18 months later? Yeah, that's where things start getting interesting. We saw a mysterious figure approaching the Pogues with a juicy offer, a captain's log from 1718 linked to none other than the infamous pirate Blackbeard himself. So it's safe to say that Season 4 will see our favorite crew chasing down the legendary pirate's treasure. But that's not all. The epilogue also gave us a glimpse into what the gang's been up to during those 18 months. Josh B and Sarah are running a surf shop, Pope's hitting the books, Kiara's off saving turtles. Season 4 is sent to defer to those new developments and fill in the gaps with some juicy flashbacks according to showrunners Josh Pate, Jonas Pate and Shannon Burke. And here's a twist. While we initially thought Season 4 might be the end of the road for Outer Banks, the creators have thrown us a curveball. The original plan of wrapping things up in 4 or 5 seasons is being scrapped, so who knows how long this treasure hunt will keep us hooked. With that being said, one of the biggest gripes about Season 3 was how often it risked the Pogues away from the Outer Banks. I mean, come on, the show's called Outer Banks for a reason, right? And that setting is particularly a character in itself, integral to the whole story. So it's only natural that fans want to see most, if not all, of the action go down right there in North Carolina. None of this jet setting to Barbosa or South America. We want our Pogues grounded on their home turf. Let's talk about those fake-out deaths. We had our fair share of heart-stopping moments with characters like Rod and Big John seemingly biting the dust only to pop back later as if nothing happened. But here's the deal, if a show keeps pulling that trick more than a couple of times, it starts to lose its punch. Suddenly, we're not shocked when someone supposedly dead come back to life. It's like, yeah, we've seen this before. So for Season 4 to maintain the edge of your seat drama, it's going to stick to its guns. Rod and Big John had their curtain call in the Season 3 finale, and they need to stay gone. No more resurrections, no more fake outs. Let's keep the stakes high and the surprise genuine. With Rod hopefully out of the picture, Outer Banks is in dire need of a new villain who can fill those big shoes left behind by Charles Aston's character. Sure, Rafe could step up in the plate, but it might be more exciting to introduce a fresh face into the mix. Let's face it, Singh doesn't quite cut it, and Carla hasn't had the chance to flex her villainous muscles yet. Season 4 needs someone who can match Rod's complexity and menace if it wasn't to recapture that Season 1 magic. And speaking of Season 1 vibes, can we please leave the exhausting love triangles behind? Especially the whole mess between John B, Sarah and Topper. We've been through the Sarah/Topper/John B love triangle roller coaster before, and frankly it's worn out its welcome. Season 3's storyline with Sarah cheating on John B with Topper was enough. Yeah, let's just forget that ever happened. The finale left us with John B and Sarah seemingly unhappy together, and that's exactly how it should stay in Season 4. Let's keep the focus on the adventure and the drama without getting bogged down in unnecessary romantic entanglements. The 18-month time jump at the end of the Outer Banks Season 3 left some fans scratching their heads, wondering why it was necessary. The sudden shift in time with the Pogues discovering El Dorado to being approached about Blackbeard's treasure hunt felt abrupt and left unanswered questions. So why was the decision made by the creators to leap forward 18 months instead of picking up? The story immediately after the El Dorado discovery could be one reason. By skipping ahead, new challenges and mysteries for the characters to tackle can be introduced by the showrunners. It also adds an element of intrigue, leaving viewers wondering exactly what happened during those missing months and how it will impact the upcoming storyline. However, to justify the time jump, Season 4 will need to delve into those missing months and show why the leap forward was essential for the narrative. Flashbacks could be a valuable tool here, offering glimpses into what transpired in the lives of John B., Sarah, JJ, Pope, Kiara, and Cleo during that period. These flashbacks could help fill in the gaps and provide context for the events leading up to the celebration of the Pogues' discovery of El Dorado. Additionally, there may have been unresolved issues and conflicts within the friend group during those 18 months, which could add depth to the characters and drive the plot forward. By exploring these moments through flashbacks, Season 4 can offer a more comprehensive understanding of the Pogues' journey and the challenges they faced along the way. Outer Banks has garnered a reputation for its intricate storytelling, but with complexity comes the risk of plot holes sneaking in. Season 3 had its fair share of confusing moments, like JJ walking away from a bike crash unscathed, leaving viewers scratching their heads. These slip-ups can detract from the immersive experience and leave audiences feeling disconnected from the story. As Season 4 approaches, the narrative must be tied up by the writers and any lingering inconsistencies addressed. The rushed ending to the treasure hunt in Season 3 was another sticking point for fans. After building up tension and excitement throughout 9 episodes, the finale seemed to wrap things up hastily, leaving some viewers feeling unsatisfied. It's clear that the writers have the talent to craft compelling storylines, but they need to ensure that each arc receives the time and attention it deserves. Season 4 is bringing in a bunch of new faces. You'll see Pollyanna McIntosh from The Walking Dead, J. Anthony Crane aka Dead Ringers, Brianna Brown aka Devious Mates, Rigo Sanchez and Mia Chalice joining the cast. Co-creator Shannon Burke gave fans a sneak peek saying, "There is tons of action and adventure, but at its heart, it's all about the friendship." They mentioned how the Pogues were on the adventure of a lifetime and how thrilled they were to plan even more twists and turns for Season 4. They thanked Netflix, the cast, and the amazing fans for making it all possible. Interestingly, the co-creators revealed that they're no longer sticking to the original plan of ending the series after 4 or 5 seasons. They even joked about the possibility of a 17th season set on Mars. Josh Pate hinted in an interview, saying never say never when asked about a space-themed future of Outer Banks. So what else is coming in Season 4 and when can we watch it? Season 4 presents an opportunity to learn from the mistakes and deliver a more cohesive and satisfying narrative from start to finish. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the potential challenges Season 4 of the Outer Banks might face, considering the need to address plot holes, avoid rushed plots and justify the 18-month time jump? Let us know your thoughts.